And we could put the AI on as well. So welcome to everybody. We're having our first session on Kailash Mansarovar Yatra. It's a very exciting time. And without further ado, I'm just going to dive straight into it. So today's agenda is probably about hour and a half session. I want to introduce you firstly to Ram Kumar, who's with us in this call. He's actually born in Nepal. He runs this company, Alpine Eco. And we are doing this yatra in conjunction, in partnership with Alpine Eco. We've done quite a bit of research, different providers of tours, and I think we have found the best one. And we will hear from him shortly. We look at the significance of Mount Kailash in very, very brief terms, Mansarovar in Nepal. Again, we'll do a brief overview of the yatra, but then we want to do a day-to-day plan for the yatra. Not a very detailed day-to-day plan, but a bit of an idea of what will happen every day. Also, we'll have an idea of what sort of breakfast, lunch, and dinner we can expect, and the sort of the plans around that. Costings, very important. We will look at the costings. We've also made comparisons with other providers of yatras like this. And we've tried to give the best value that we can. Then various information about health, fitness, because this is very challenging yatra, very fulfilling, but challenging. So we need to be aware of the challenges so that we are ready, best of our ability to do whatever we can do by the mercy of Lord Shiva. Visa application, because we're entering into Tibet controlled by China. So that's quite an endeavor there. Those who are not able to do the parikram for any reason, what will happen? What are the options? Accommodation, what to expect? Items to pack for the yatra. This is probably a little premature, but just to give a flavor of what sort of things we would need to have with us. And how to prepare for the yatra, how to get fit, and question answers at the end. So I hope people don't mind, but I was planning to just go through the whole presentation and then ask, because hopefully all the questions that you may have gets answered as we're going along. But if there are any unanswered questions, then we'll take them at the end. So first thing I wanted to do was call upon Ram Kumar. Are you there, Ram Kumar?
Yes, sir, I'm here. Navi, sir.
Great.
Namaste, sir. I'm here.
Let me spotlight you. Please give us a little introduction about yourself.
Sir, yes, namaste, everyone. I'm Ram Kumar Adhikari from Nepal, and I'm doing this business since 2008. My company, Alpine Ecotrek, I have started in 2008. And I used to work in a company that was my uncle's office company. So I used to work as a manager from 1997 to 2008. I was working with my uncle's office. Then I started my own business from 2008. And since then, I'm doing trips to Mount Kailash. I have done several trips myself. I have done outer Kora, inner Kora. And yes, 15 and 16, there was no trips to Mount Kailash because there was a massive earthquake in Nepal. And in 2019, again, the COVID pandemic was there. Then 2019 to 2023, we were having no any trips to Mount Kailash. And in 23, we had some trips to Mount Kailash. Most of them, they did complete the journey without any issue. And in 2024, we had some groups, a bit more than 23. We had some groups, and all the groups were, they enjoyed their trip, almost 99% of success. And 2025, we are having several groups from May to September, and we are a bit busy this year. And it would be our pleasure if we have opportunity to serve you as well.
Thank you very much, Ram Kumar, and definitely we're looking forward to working with you. And I think we will try to organize many tours from the UK so that we take advantage of this phenomenal yatra and the amazing seva that you are doing for everybody. So I wanted to, on that note, let me just remove 1 second. Just go back to the presentation. Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, so now, where is Mount Kailash? Situated in northern Tibet. Oh, sorry, Western Tibet. And the altitude is very high, 6,600 meters. Now, compare that to London, 25 meters is where we are, above sea level. And we've been to Gomukh, which is probably the highest that we've ever been. That was 4,000 so 4,000 meters. Now, Gomukh is beyond Gangotri, and you can almost touch the glacier. And when we were traveling there, we did need some oxygen. The air was pretty thin. So just consider at that level, we needed oxygen. So at the level of 6,600, that is going to definitely be something we will have to rely on somewhat. Mount Kailash is source of four rivers, Brahmaputra, Indus,
Satluj,
and
Satluj and Karnali.
brilliant. Will we actually see any of these rivers?
Yes, we will see it, sir. We will see Brahmaputra, Indus, Satluj, and Karnali. Source, sorts of four rivers. We will see it during our journey, sir.
Excellent, excellent, fantastic. And it's in the shape of a lotus. Now, lotus is very interesting phenomena. Oh, I don't know why that's not showing up. Anyway, hang on a sec. Let me just see if I can. Lotus is a holy symbol in Sanatan Dharma. In fact, if we look at the spiritual world, how it's described by the saints is described as a lotus flower with petals and a roll in the middle. Holy Mount Kailash is situated as a huge lotus. In the center of the lotus is a solid black graphite, i.e., the Shivling, Mount Kailash. And the surrounding mountains form the petals of the lotus. This lotus is regarded as the center of the universe. So it's very, very powerful. So it's very interesting. Next we want to look at is Mansarovar. Mansarovar is a little bit lower, 4,590 meters. In the Ramayana, Vishwamitra tells Lord Ram that Lord Brahma, who is the secondary creator, created a lake out of his consciousness, Manas. Hence the name Manasarovar, lake of consciousness. And a river was born out of the lake called Saryu, which flows through the kingdom of Ayodhya. Lord Brahma formed this holy Sarovar at the beginning of creation, and Lord Shiva and Ma Parvati reside there. Mansarovar is regarded also as one of the 51 Shaktipeeths. It's a very, very auspicious place. And it's hugely significant for Jain community, the Buddhists as well. So it's actually multi-religion based area. So here we are. We're in Nepal. We'll be flying into Kathmandu and then into Tibet. We have Mansarovar and Kailash.
Mount Kailash, Kora.
Yeah. All right. What's Nepal all about? Ne comes from Nemi Muni, who was the leader of the sages. Pau means protector. So Nepal comes from that. Original name of Nepal was Slesh Mantak forest because it was full of sal, tal, and himatal trees, and there were abundant dates and citrus fruit trees. So the name of Kathmandu comes from Katha, which is one of the Upanishads, and Manduka, which is another Upanishad. So Kathmandu, these two Upanishads were recited here. One of the most famous temples there is Pushpapatinath.
Pashu.
Oh, sorry.
Pashupatinath.
Pashupatinath, sorry. Story from, this is the story from the Nepal Mahatmya, which is one of the scriptures. Lord Shiva was in the form of a deer and Parvati was a doe. They left Kashi and Kailash due to the beautiful forest in Nepal. So they went to Nepal. The demigods and sages requested them both to go back. But Lord Shiva said he loved the forest. And as he had taken the form of an animal, he would be known as Pashupatinath. Lord Shiva gave a boon to everyone who had darshan of this shivling, which is in the temple, not to be born as animals. This shivling has 5 faces, 4 faces the 4 directions, and 1 faces upwards, as it is connected with Kedarnath. Lord Shiva took the form of a bull one time. The Pandavas
in Kedarnath.
in Kedarnath. This is in Kedarnath. Yeah, thank you. Do you want to see?
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay. The Pandavas were looking for him, and Bhim found him. The bull started running away. Bhim caught his tail and pushed him into the earth. The hump of the bull is the shivling at Kedarnath. The face of the bull is the 5th face facing upwards at Pashupatinath. So very strong connection between Kedarnath and this temple. It is said that anyone who has done the small or large char dham, so the small one is Gangotri, Yamunotri, Kedarnath and Badrinath, and the big one is Puri, Rameshwar, Dwarka, and then Badrinath. So if you've done those, either or both, then the darshan of Pashupatinath is the culmination of that yatra. So it's very interesting. So Nepal itself is an extremely holy place because it's also the home of birth of Mother Sita. Come on.
Yes.
And also Mother Sita goes back into the earth in Nepal. So basically, this is the land of Sita Mata.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Ramji, please, as we're going along, anything you want to add or take away, just dive in.
Fantastic, sir. It's fantastic.
Thank you. So very quick summary, very brief overview. Day 1, we arrive in Kathmandu on the Sunday. So we hopefully will arrive in the afternoon. We'll be met by Ram Kumar at the airport. He'll take our passports because he needs them for the visa purposes.
Yes.
So on Monday, we have a whole day. Tuesday, we have a whole day in Kathmandu, and we'll see what we're going to do in those days in a few minutes. Then we go to the border.
Timur.
Yeah, to the border of Tibet. And then we cross into Tibet on day 5 and start getting acclimatized to the altitude because we've already doubled the altitude there. And then we slowly go towards Saga and stay there for a day, a night, just to get acclimatized. 2 nights, in fact, I think. Just to get used to the thin weather, get used to the altitude. Then we go to Mansarovar. And the beauty of this is the 7th of September. And this is where Ram really added value to the yatra. This is Purnima. So full moon. Very, very auspicious to be in Mansarovar on the full moon. And then we start the parikram from Darchen. First day is on the 10th day, we do the first day of the Kailash, second day, third day. And even on the 4th, there's a 4th day, we are continuing with the parikram to go back to Darchen. Because one of these days, normally it's a 3-day parikram, but again, this is where Ram has added value. He's giving us the option of going to Charanprash, actually going to and touch the feet of Kailash. And that is quite rare, actually, and not easy either. And then we come back to Kerung, where we almost started from, back to Kathmandu, and then 15th of September back to the UK. So let's go through it day by day. We leave, this is a preference to leave on the Saturday, the 30th of August. So we reach in good time on the Sunday. where we'll be met by Ram Kumar and his team, taken to the Radisson Hotel, 5-star. And there we have a full board for three nights. After dinner, we'll meet with the team, Ram Kumar, who will give us a briefing as to what is happening the next day or two. Following day, of course, is the visa application day. So I think there may be some devotees who may arrive very early morning on the Monday, Ram.
That's no problem, sir.
Yeah, because if they arrive at 6:30 in the morning, you can take their passports and then do whatever you need to do.
Right.
We'll get a guided tour of the city, Kathmandu city, visit Pashupatinath temple, and perhaps do some puja there as well. That would be amazing. And Guyeshwari Shaktipeeth temple, Buddha Nilkantha Vishnu temple,
Vishnu temple.
right, and the Swayambhunath Mandir. Anything you want to share about those places?
Sir, in these first days of sightseeing, yes, we are visiting. First of all, we go to Pashupatinath temple. We will make some holy puja there, and then we will visit Gujeshwari Shaktipeeth temple. Then we will come back to hotel. We will enjoy the lunch in the afternoon, and then after lunch we will go to Vishnu temple, which is also known as Jal Narayan temple.
Okay.
So we can also visit in Buddha Nilkantha. We can also visit Krishna Mandir. There is a Krishna Mandir on the corner of Vishnu temple. We can just go there and then relax in the temple area. And then again from Vishnu temple, we will go to Swayambhunath temple, that is also known as Monkey temple, which is very beautiful place. Especially we are in the evening at that time in Swayambhunath. We can see beautiful sunset views from the top of hill. There is a small hill, and Swayambhunath is situated on the top of the hill. We can have a beautiful view of Kathmandu. Also, we can have beautiful sunset view from there. And then after enjoying the views, we will drive back to hotel. We'll have a group dinner at Radisson Hotel. We'll have a buffet, pure vegetarian meals, and then sleep night on the Radisson Hotel. And day third, sir, if anyone would like to do mountain flight, that called mountain flight, Mount Everest flight, there is a regular plane from domestic airline, domestic terminal. So we can drive to airport by 5:30 in the morning, and then 6:30 we will take a flight to Everest. It does not land; it just make a circle of Mount Everest, and then we come back to Kathmandu and land at domestic terminal. And once we land at domestic terminal, our crew members will pick you up, and then we'll go to hotel. We'll have a breakfast, and after breakfast, we will go to visit Dachin Kali temple. That's a Kali temple, which is about 10 kilometers far from Kathmandu Valley. We will drive northern part of valley. We will visit Kali temple. We will make a puja, darshan, havan, everything there, and then we come back to hotel. By afternoon, around 1:30, we come back to hotel. We'll have a lunch. Buffet lunch will be ready already. After enjoying lunch, after some time of refreshment, we will go to Doleshwar Mahadev temple. And after visiting Doleshwar Mahadev temple, we can visit Kailash Nath Mahadev statue as well. That is on the way. We can just stop and we can view beautiful Kailash Nath Mahadev statue on that day. And come back to hotel, we'll have a dinner and then sleep the night on the day third.
Brilliant.
And day four, sir, day four, since we are taking helicopters to Timore, Timore is the border village, which is about 125 kilometers far from Kathmandu. If we drive, it's an off-road drive. Almost half of the roads are off-road. And at that time, there might be some landslides on the road. So it would be better to fly from Kathmandu to Timore village. So after breakfast at hotel, we will pack our things very leisurely. There is no rush because we can fly there by 11:30 to 12 o'clock because that time weather will be pretty nice.
Mhm.
So we will just take helicopters from Kathmandu, and we will take 3 helicopters at a time. About 10 minutes time difference. We'll have a 3 helicopters flying from Kathmandu. So 3 helicopters means we will accommodate, one helicopter can accommodate 5 people. So 15 of us will be flying from Kathmandu to Timori village on a first round, and then rest of the pilgrims will be dropped to Timori on the second round. So whatever number we are there depends on number our helicopters will be there. Maybe one, two, three, maybe three again. But first round will be three. Second round it could be three or two or one, depending our group size. So second round also will be there. That day we just land in Timuri village. We can put our luggage bags in the resort. Then we can start hiking around the village. It's a beautiful place. There is a beautiful river, Botikosi. We can just explore the river valleys as well. It is a beautiful place. And then basically lunch we will eat when we land in Timori village. Our resort will already prepare the lunch. We will take a lunch and then we start hiking around village. And then in the evening we have a group dinner. And then after dinner we will go to the bed and then sleep the night on the fourth in Timori. Day 5 from Timuri village to go to Tibet side, there is a friendship breeze which takes about 10 minutes to reach there from resort to the breeze. We will have a beautiful morning walk. After breakfast, we will just start. Our staffs, our crew members, they are with you. They will take care of your luggage and everything. So you'd be carrying your day backpack. We give you 2 bags in Kathmandu, one big one and one small one. Small one, you can put your valuable things, water bottles. These are the small backpacks which you'd be able to carry yourself. Big luggage will taken care by our staffs. And then we will have a beautiful 10 minutes morning walk to the friendship breeze of Tibet and Nepal. We have immigration formalities there. Our Nepali guides, our Tibetan guides, they are there to look after all these immigration formalities. We just make a small queue there. So once we done everything, visa from Nepal side, we just stamp departure, and then from Tibet side, we just stamp arrival. So we make all the purchase of immigration things, and then we cross the border. We walk to the Tibet side, we cross the friendship bridge, and then Tibet side, our crew member from Tibet again will welcome you with khada, with mala, khada. They will welcome you at Tibet side, and our deluxe bus is again waiting there at Tibet side. We just go into the bus, and then about 10 minutes drive to Kerong village. So Kerong is the beautiful village of Tibet. This is first village of Tibet. We will go to Kerong by noon or by 1:30 to 2 o'clock. We are already in Kerong. So we can put our things in the room and then we can start exploring the Kerong village on the day 5th. Lunch will be served from our crew members. Now our crew members cook, assistant cooks, helpers, they are preparing lunch. Then you'd be able to explore a bit and then come back to hotel again, have a lunch. Again, after lunch, we can do our things like exchanging money and visiting a bank to exchange the money, or even if anything left last minute shopping, would be able to do that in Kerong village. And then we will stay overnight in a hotel in Kerong. And hotel in Kerong, they do provide hot shower. They do have oxygen supply in the room. They do have an attached bathroom, good rooms, good blankets, good bed sheets, very nice, clean. And we'll have a very cozy nights on the day 5th, Kerong.
So the question is has been asked about Kerong in terms of star. This is more like a 3-star, isn't it?
Something like that, sir. Something like the best one in Kerong, sir.
That's running Kerong. That's fine. Thank you. Keep going, keep going. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And then day 6, after breakfast, basically our mornings starts 6:30 to 7 o'clock Chinese time. That means 7 o'clock Chinese time means 5 o'clock Nepali and Indian time. So it will be daylight already. Sunrise will be already there.
Right.
So by 7 o'clock, we will eat breakfast. And by 8 o'clock in the morning, we will start our journey from Kerong to Saga. So we are driving from Kerong to Saga, which is 230 kilometers, 4 to 5 hours drive. If we drive straight, it's a 2 hours drive, but we will stop so many times to enjoy the views, to enjoy the landscape, because we go through very beautiful sceneries. We will pass several high passes. On the passes, we will stop for the views, pictures, videos. Also, we are acclimatizing while we are on the pass. If we are like pass means there are passes over 5,500 meters. So if we are stopping there and then having 2, 3, like 10, 15 minutes on the pass, our body will recognize that thin air.
Yeah.
So that means we will stop quite often, drive very slowly to Saga. And Saga is 4,500 meter. So our staff, they will provide you lunch somewhere before Saga, between Kerong and Saga. We'll enjoy lunch on the somewhere beautiful river. There is a river called Tasul Lake. So we will have our lunch on the banks of the lake with a beautiful view. And then we go to Saga, reach at hotel. We are using 3-star standard hotel in Saga. Our staff member, they will cook meal in the evening, then serve you the group dinner. After group dinner, go to bed, and we would like to suggest you to take some oxygen as well, because even if you are fine, it would be better to take oxygen for 3, 4, 5 minutes, because room has oxygen supplies. That facility is already there. Why not we use it? Because if we take oxygen for 5 minutes, our body will be pretty much flexible. We can, we will have good blood flow. Also, our oxygen level will be very nice. It will be 98, 99 oxygen level. If we take oxygen, it makes you, it feels you much better. We will have overnight there in Saga. Next day, day 7, that is a acclimatization day. We are staying one extra day in Saga to acclimatize ourselves. We can hike around the Saga Valley. There are so many things to explore and see. And after breakfast, we start our hiking, and then lunch, we can come back to hotel, enjoy the lunch, and then again, we can explore the city. Then in the evening, we have a group dinner and the sleep night at the same hotel, day 7. So do you have any questions, sir?
One question, yes, in terms of weather, I mean, we'll cover weather later anyway, but early mornings, night is cold,
Yeah.
daytime should be sunny, quite warm, right?
Yeah. Till today, daytime is quite warm, sir. Till today, till Saga.
Okay.
Kathmandu is pretty warm. Kerong will be a bit chilly. Saga will be a bit more chillier than Kerong. Saga.
Yeah.
Saga will be a bit cold than Kerong, but still daytime will be warm. Temperature will be about 20 during the day.
Got it, got it. And just a question in the group, are there good hospitals in the area? Hopefully we won't need them, but are there hospitals around?
Yes, of course, sir, because there are, Saga is a very developed town.
I
There
see.
are hospitals available, medicals are there. It is pretty much developed town, sir. We'll have a good hospital there.
Okay.
But I'm sure no one would not need
Nobody-
to visit a hospital.
Nobody's going to need a hospital.
Yes, sir, because with good team, good
Yes.
encouragement, good food, good staffs, no need to visit a hospital. Also, room has oxygen supplies already.
Correct, correct.
You'd be doing fantastic. I know that.
Right. Excellent. Please carry on.
Okay, day 8 from Saga, we are going to Mansarovar Lake. That is the auspicious days, a very special day for us, because we are reaching Mansarovar Lake during the full bright moon. So we drive from after breakfast, we drive from Saga to Mansarovar Lake, which is about 7, 8 hours drive. We'll stop on the way for the lunch. We will reach Mansarovar Lake. On that day, it depends what time we reach Mansarovar Lake. If we reach a bit early,
Mhm.
then we can Sir, here, Saga to Mansarovar, it is 230 kilometer return, but it is 450 kilometers, sir.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let me just change that. Thank you. Very good.
Yeah,
Okay, very good.
yeah. 450 kilometer drive on that day. And it depends on timing, what time we are reaching Mansarovar Lake. If we reach daylight time, then we will do Mansarovar Lake Parikrama as well.
Fantastic.
Uh, that is really depend on time. If we have time, we will do Parikrama on the same day. We
Yeah,
will do Parikrama of Holy Lake by Eco Bus
yeah.
if that day we have time. If not, then we just spend the night in Mansarovar Lake. We will enjoy the full moon in the evening,
Hmm.
and then there will be some magical events will happen in the lake. For that, we would like to welcome you. We would like to invite you to witness yourself as well,
Yes.
uh, like going from your guest house because guest houses are just on the banks of the lake. From guest house, you would be able to come out and then see the magical things happen in Mansarovar Lake. Basically, full moon reflect on the lake and it goes to Mount Kailash, which is magical things, which is miracle things. We can witness ourselves in the night. And
Brilliant.
then we spend the night in a guest house, sir, in Mansarovar Lake.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, guest house accommodations are a bit basic.
Yeah.
Like in Kerong, Sangha, we have a very good hotels with attached bathroom, hot shower, all the facilities are there. But in Mansarovar Lake, we do not have this kind of facilities. There is no hot shower, there will be no attached bathroom, there will be no oxygen supplies in the room. But still, our guides, crew members, they do have oxygen with them. So whoever would need to take oxygen, you can tell to guide, they will just help you to take oxygen from oxygen cylinder. But accommodation, it will be also dormitory type of. There
Yeah.
will be five, six beds in one room.
Wow.
Depending on crowd, we might have to share one room for 4, 5 people.
Yeah.
There will be separate beds, but beds, bed sheets, blankets are pretty much warm, sir. Pretty much nice again, high quality.
Okay.
So we spend the night in the Mansarovar Lake. We have a dinner together, and next day morning is another again another special morning. We wake up, and then we do take a holy bath. We are not allowed to take a dip in the lake, but still our staff member they will provide you hot water bucket. They
Mhm.
will mix holy water in the bucket and then provide you a bath. You would be able to take a shower, and there will be our staff. They will fix the tent just next to the lake. You would be able to go there and change clothings, or even if you would like to take shower inside shower tent, we will fix that just next to the lake. So after taking holy bath, we come to riverside, a lakeside, and then we will have a puja, havan, and meditations, tarpan, rudra abhisheks, all ritual activities will be done.
Mm.
So that ritual activities from say about 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock, we can do all these activities in the Mansarovar Lake.
Yeah.
And 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock depends on our time availability there. 10:30 to 11 o'clock, we will have a breakfast in the lake. And then from there, we are driving down to Darchen, a bit lower than Mansarovar. We are driving down to Darchen. Darchen is the place where again we are back to quality accommodation, again back to attached bathroom, hot shower, and oxygen supplies will be there. Himalayan Kailash Hotel is one of the best hotel in Darchen, and that is 4 star standard, almost similar to Radisson Hotel in Kathmandu.
Wow.
Can I
Okay.
just ask one question? Sorry.
Please.
Do you do any trip from Mansarovar Lake to Rakshas Lake?
So we go through Rakshas Lake, via Rakshas Lake. The route is going from Mansarovar to Darchen. Rakshas Tal is on the way to Darchen. Basically, we do not stop in the Rakshastal because we believe that negative energy is there. So that we always recommend you to not to visit Rakshastal. But if you would like to visit, of course, we will
No, no,
stop.
no, 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 no question of that. No question of that.
Yeah. Because we are going to start a very beautiful Holy Kora and we will avoid all those negative things
There's no need for
in
that.
between.
And please refrain from asking questions until the end, please. You will get all the answers through the presentation. Okay,
Okay.
please carry on. Oh, sorry.
Yes, we reach Darchen. We stay night there in the beautiful hotel Darchen, and next day, yeah, because we are already in Darchen, we can even explore Darchen village sometime in the afternoon, and also we can do renting horse things, porter things on that day because we have time. Our guides from Nepal, from Tibet, they will help you to find a porters, helpers or horse. So all these things we can do on that day because next day we are starting Holy Kora. So we can resolve everything on that day, and then day 10, day 9 we can do all these renting things as well.
Good.
And day 10 from Darchen we will drive to Emadwar, which is about 1 hour drive if we drive slowly. So we will drive to Emadwar, and then from Emadwar, yes, sir. That is the place. Literally from Emadwar, we will start our Holy Kora.
Mm.
Holy Kora to Dirapuk, which is about 12 kilometer on that day. We walk 12 kilometer and 6 kilometer we are driving. 60 kilometer to Emadwar, and then from Emadwar we will trek. We will make a Holy Kora starting from Emadwar to Dirapuk, 12 kilometer, and it takes about 6 to 7 hours, but there is no any rush. Always slow pace is the best.
Mm.
We make our own pace. We do not compete any other with any other because you would have to listen your body as well.
Yeah.
So when we walk slow, definitely we reach the Rapuk because the air is thin air there. If
Mm.
we walk slowly, uh, drinking water also will be there. So sipping water, slowly walking with walking poles. Even if anyone would like to ride a horse, there are some routes, some trials are beautiful. On those trials, you'd be able to walk yourself. If there are bit steepy trial, then you'd be able to use horse to reserve your energy. So sometime horse riding, sometime walking to Derapuk.
Yeah.
And Derapuk is 4,900-meter altitude. So we will we'll have a lunch on the way. And then we reach Derapuk for the overnight that day. No matter we are there 7 o'clock,
Mm.
6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening, because we are making slow pace, which is the best way.
Yeah.
So we reach Dirapuk and then we'll have a overnight in a guest house. The guest house is again same like to Mansarovar. Very basic guest houses are there, but rooms are again pretty nice.
Mm.
They do have a bed, separate beds.
Mm.
Blankets are very nice. We do not need to carry sleeping bags. And hotels, the guest houses, our staff, they will prepare the dinner from guest house dining hall. We will we will borrow their dining hall area. Then our staff will prepare the meals and serve you there. And also, Derapuk guest house, they do have a Wi-Fi from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So you'd be able to have Wi-Fi internet for 3 4 hours, and after 8 o'clock, basically light will be gone because after 8 o'clock, hotel owner will shut down the uh, panels, solar panels, electricity. Then we have no electricity after 8 o'clock. So before 8, we finish everything, eat dinner, charges our phones, mobiles, or cameras. We charge everything before 8. We go to bed early that day.
Mm-hmm.
By 8 p.m. we are already yeah, in the bed. And then day 10 11 after yeah, waking up around 6:30 in the morning. It is not good idea to go early morning to Chaneshpar's area because it will be quite cold.
Mm.
because we are doing that trip for the whole day, sir. We do not need to start early, so we start by 9:30 to 10 o'clock in the morning, Chinese time. Yeah, basically, we our staff will be there. They will have packed breakfast, packed lunch with them. So we start without eating on that day. We start walking to Charan Spurs area. To go to Charan Spurs area, it is 10 kilometer, 5 kilometer up, 5 kilometer down, and that is also depends on weathers on that day. What will be the weather on that day? If the weather is not in our favor, if the day is cloudy, we may have to yeah, think about it going all the way to base of Kailash.
Yeah.
Because if weather going to be stormy, stormy type of weather, then it is not suggested to go there. Also, we will check your physical fitness, physical condition as well. So we will do that challenge per trip on the day 11, and we have a whole day to do that. We just go to Mount Kailash base, touch feet of Kailash, and back to Dirapuk and stay the night at the same guest house on the day 11.
And this is where we see the north face of the mountain, Kailash.
Yes, sir. Dirapuk is already the place where we can see North Face from our room, sir.
Okay, got it.
We can see beautiful view of North Face standing just in front of us.
Right.
From our room, we can enjoy the view. And
Okay.
of course, whole day, we can see North Face.
Good. So this is just an idea. We staying here, going to Charan Prash, touch the lotus feet of Mount Kailash, come back again.
Yes, sir.
Very
Come
good.
back to the same guest house.
Hopefully no storms.
Yeah. Hopefully, glaciers will be also stable at that time. If glacier is started to melt, then it is not suggested to go further. But we will see, sir, how far we can go. Authority will allow to go there or not, because if this will be decided by authority,
I
because
see.
if there is snowing in the base of Kailash, Charan area, if it is snowing or if glaciers are started to melt, they will not allow to go further.
Yeah.
We will see on that day's conditions, sir. So that is the day 11. And day 12, we will start. Day 12 is a bit long day as well. That
Mm.
is about 8-9 hours walk. So we will cross a beautiful pass, Dolmala Pass, and Gaurikunda as well. So that day we start from Dirapuk a bit early. We'll have a breakfast a bit early, and then we start the day a bit early. And then it is suggested to cross the pass before noon, because after noon it will be windy. So that we start a bit early from Dirapuk. We will go to Sivasthal, and from Sivasthal we will start climbing to Dolmala Pass area. Bit steep up, not very steep, but steep. It is a slanting type of steep up. We cross the Dolmala Pass, and then we go down to Gaurikunda, enjoy the view of Gaurikunda, and then we go to first guest house, Sapaje Datak. That is the first guest house. And from there, if anyone would like to skip walking all the way to Chutulpuk, there is a vehicle available. There is a hidden road. We can use vehicle as well. Or if you would like to walk, we can continue walking to Chutulpuk.
Or this horse as well, or that's don't
Even
need.
horse, yes, see, yes, sir. Since we are having horse, then it is not necessary to take a vehicle, because this part from Dakot to Jutulpuk, almost the trail is flat trail,
I see.
so it is not necessary to take a vehicle for us. So we'll just ride from first guest house. First guest house is Sapaje Datak. This is the place called first guest house in English. From first guest house, we can have riding all the way to Chitulpuk.
And this part is
Yeah.
Downwards, quite.
Yes, rocky path. This
Rocky.
path is quite a steep rocky path. This part.
This one may have, well, probably will have to walk. It's
Yeah.
about 5 kilometers
Yes, sir.
downhill,
Yes.
and it's
Yes.
back.
It would be suggested to walk yourself, sir, because while going steep down,
Mm.
If there is a horseman, if he is controlling horse very well, we can even ride. But always, it is suggested to walk yourself because it is quite steep down. That might be risky to ride a horse during that period of
Okay,
trial.
got it, got it. Thank you. Fantastic.
Yes, sir. So we are staying overnight in Juthalpur guest house. The facility of guest house is exactly the same as
Mm.
Derapuk previous night, and
Mhm.
our staff will prepare the meal from the guest house dining hall. We'll serve you the dinner, and we go to bed. And then day 13 from Juthalpuk, we are going down to Darchin. Near Darchin, there is a road near Darchin, and that road lead to Saga highway, lead to Saga. We trek about 13 kilometer on that day, 2 to 3 hours trek, and then after breakfast we take about 2 hours trek to Darchin, and then from Darchin we will start another deluxe beautiful drive down to Saga. And in Saga, we are back to the same hotel, again, back to same facility, like hot shower, attached bathroom, good rooms, good foods, and everything. Foods will, throughout the journey, will be cooked by our cooks. It will be fantastic, hygienic, fresh, well-cooked food will be there.
Yeah.
And in Saga, yeah, we will stay night in Saga on the day 13th. And day 14th, we are driving down to Kerong,
Mhm.
slowly driving down to Kerong. And then we are staying night again at the same hotel in Kerong. And day 15, we will come back to Kathmandu. Basically from Kerong, we drive down to border, we cross the border. There will be some immigration formalities. It will take about 1.5 hours to 2 hours to complete all these formalities. By 11:30 to 12 o'clock, we will cross the border and we are already at Nepal side. And from yes, once we cross the border, sir, we just go to immigration and we will put arrival stamp. And then while putting arrival stamp, because there will be some queue,
Mhm.
while putting arrival stamp, our staff will provide you lunch
Mhm.
in the resort. And after having lunch, we'll just drive to the helipad area. And then we will fly to Kathmandu. By 2:30, 1:30 to 2:30, between 1:30 to 2:30, we are back to Kathmandu. We are back in Kathmandu, and then we'll have a Radisson hotel. In the evening, there will be group dinner and overnight in the hotel. Next day, day 16, we will drop you off to airport as per your flight time. After breakfast, we will drive to airport. Or if anyone would like to have a flight in the evening, let us know. We will manage that one as well.
Brilliant, brilliant. Wonderful. Thank you so much. So just a very quick analysis of the parikram. In total, we're looking at 56 kilometers over the 4 days, of which 10 are by bus, and either walk or horse is 41 kilometers, and walk only
Five.
5.
5.
That's the one.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Great graph.
This gives us a little idea of what we can expect.
Yes.
Okay.
This is
Good.
perfect, sir.
Thank you. So again, just a quick analysis, because the walking part is the most important. So the whole thing, 56 kilometers, but that also includes this extra 10 kilometers Charan Persh Darshan. First day, 18 kilometers, of which walking is going to be 12, walking or horse. Second day, all of it is either horse or walking. Third day, 19 kilometers, all of which is going to be either walking or horse, and probably 5 kilometers will definitely be walking only. And then,
Correct, sir.
yeah, thank you. Final day, 5 kilometers walk or horseback. And then a little bit by bus to Darchin. Darchin is where we start.
Yeah.
Darchin is where we end.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Now, those who are not doing the parikram, there's some options. If someone cannot go for the 4-day parikram, what we can do is go to Darchin. From Darchin, sorry, go up to Derapuk,
Derapo?
yeah, which is the 12-kilometer walk or horse, and then do
Yes.
the Charan Prash. And if you can't do the rest of the parikram, we come back to Darchin
Yeah.
by car.
By car.
Yeah, by car. By vehicle at least. That will of course cost a little bit because you'll have to pay for the hotel in Darchin and also the transportation. So we estimate about 150 pounds per person. So
Yeah.
that will, and then you'll have to wait for 2 nights at Darchin while the rest of the group does the rest of the parikram. And hopefully we will have some of your staff will be with them, hopefully.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Yeah, brilliant. So, that's the parikram. That's the parikram. Now, just looking at this is an idea of the sort of meals: breakfast, lunch, high tea, and dinner. Not, of course, not everything is going to be available at the same time.
Rotation, sir.
In rotation, exactly. But it's a fantastic menu. And this is also designed to help us to deal with the conditions, the weather and the altitude. So it's going to be quite important for the yatris to eat well so that stay fit and healthy.
Yeah. That's absolutely correct, sir.
So that's the idea behind this menu. It's a fantastic menu. I really am very impressed. I'm not going to go through any of the detail, but it really is a very good menu. All right, cost-wise, let's go through the costings.
Yeah.
I see there's a question about hiring. Yeah, I'm going to cover that. And Indian rupees. Can we come from India? Question, let's deal with that in a minute. Let's talk about the costings. 4,400 includes the international flights to Kathmandu, up to 800 pounds, because that's what they are roughly. If the flight costs go up, which they will in due course.
At the moment, that's what they're saying.
At the moment, it's roughly 800. If you do it through Skyscanner, it's a lot less. It's like 730, but then you can't change it. Southall was 782 pounds on Friday, yesterday, or day before yesterday. So we would book everything, unless somebody wants to definitely book their own. We would do all that within the 4,400. Includes the visas, both the Nepalese and the Chinese Tibet visa. Includes a food lodge, including the 5-star Radisson. 2 helicopter trips. Now, some yatras don't do the helicopter; they do the car journey, but it's very hard to do that car journey. You'll be knackered before we get to the yatra. That's why we've decided to do it by helicopter. And then we will have deluxe buses. We've included the 1-hour flight to Mount Everest. Now, if somebody doesn't want to do that, then that 240 comes off the 4,400. Horse and porter, the rough cost is about 500 pounds. Now, we are taking an extra day as well. So it might be a bit more, but we are thinking 500 will cover it. Now, this is optional, but we highly recommend the horse and porter.
Yes, sir. As a backup, it will be highly recommended.
Yeah. Again, if somebody doesn't want to do it, doesn't want to take the horse, of course, remember, this is at your own risk. If you get left behind, you know what to do. But if you say you don't need the horse because you're the fittest person in the world, then that 500 can also be taken off this amount. But we highly, highly recommend the horse and porter.
Yes.
If somebody wants a single person supplement, there's a accommodation in Kathmandu, Kerong, Saga, and Durchin available.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, 250 pounds. Extra, yeah. On top of that, by the way. Now, what's not included is personal expenses, laundry, shopping, donations, etc. Even the sticks, we may need some walking sticks, that we haven't included, but they're not expensive. It's about $10 or £10. Travel and health insurance, not included, but again, highly recommend having
Yes.
This,
Highly recommend.
I would say it's almost compulsory
Yes.
because it's just too risky. If there's any emergency situations that take place, then those are not covered in this cost, of course, because they're emergency situations. Now, there are limited spaces for the Yatra. So if you're interested, please inform us by 10th of May, because Ram Kumar has to book all of the places before they get.
Hotels,
Yes, yes.
especially the guest house and hotels in Kailash area.
Yeah, correct. And we'd like a deposit of 1,500. That will cover the visa and some of the hotel and also the flight.
Flights.
Now, just to do a actually, one second. Oh, sorry. I just want to stop the recording here because I don't want to get into trouble with anybody. Where is the record thing? Okay. Just want to pause. So that's the costings. Well, we'll cover questions a bit later. Just general information now. Communications in Tibet, as Ram Kumar already mentioned, some hotels have Wi-Fi. Hotspot will be available. Our tour guides will have local phones. We can use their hotspots. The visa for Nepal, we will have to look after that. So that is part of the costings. We've already included. We'll get a double entry visa for 20 days. And at the moment, Indian nationals don't need visas, but we can get our visas actually at the airport. Climate-wise, we're going in September, and just let us know, Ram Kumar, what is the climate like in September?
So climate will be fantastic. Climate will be at that period of time because it will be not too cold, definitely not hot. So the temperature will be quite pleasant during the days. Sometime while we are in the Kailash area during the parikrama, some night, like we are spending 3 nights, 2 nights in Dirapuk, one more night in Jutulpuk. So in these 3 nights, we might have some night, maybe 1 or 2 nights, might have cold nights because it depends if weather is cloudy weather, then temperature goes down. But even that will not be that much cold. Basically, -5 is the minimum we may expect during parikrama time. Otherwise, during the day, it will be 13 to 15 plus degrees Celsius. And in the evening and morning, it can be come down to 0 to 2 degrees Celsius. But sometime in the night and early morning, we might expect -5 till -5. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So dress warmly, sleep warmly. Yeah.
Yes. Also, we are giving you jackets in Kathmandu that will be fit for -20, 25.
Oh, wow. Okay. Fantastic.
Yes.
Oh, please don't mark on the screen, huh? Whoever's marking, I think it's Modi and somebody else. Don't mark, please, on the screen. Accommodation in Tibet, we've already gone through it. Expect basic accommodation, some places. I think there was 4 nights where we can expect no attached bathroom
Dormitories.
and dormitory style accommodation. So do expect that. Don't expect luxury in Tibet. Although the Darchin is like 4-star, that is an exception. And the major issue is going to be toilets. There will be perhaps during longer journeys, we will of course have pit stops for bathroom, using bathroom.
Yeah.
So quick few questions. I know people will have loads of questions. So what is the age group? Generally, if one is fit between the age of 8 and 80, should be okay. I know a 82-year-old who is interested in coming. He's very fit. But
Yes.
is that going to be okay?
80, above 80, they might, Tibetan authority might ask health medical certificate, something like that, sir.
Okay.
But up to 80, there is no any requirement. There is no any certificate required. But above 80, they might ask health certificate and insurance mandatory.
I see. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
If I'm a heart patient, of course, be very, very careful because we are going into region where the air is very thin, the altitude very high. So, please consult with your medical specialists, because these are not easy yatras. Huh? I have diabetes. Well, as long as you're taking the tablets, you should be fine and following your own diet. Now, if you have a specific diet requirement, we need to know that beforehand so that we can cater for that.
Yes.
Do I continue taking my normal medication? Absolutely, for cholesterol, blood pressure, whatever it is. Just also consult with your doctor that you're going to do this yatra, and it's in a challenging place. Just cover your bases. You know your health. You want to keep your health, so you have to do the hard work. Don't
Yeah.
expect Ram Kumar's group to do the hard work. Huh? I have knee issues. Will I be able to come for the yatra? And I really have knee issues. Yes, it's likely that you can do this yatra if you're able to walk up to, say, 10,000 steps every day. If you're doing
Yeah.
10,000 steps every day, you got a good chance. If you can sit in the car for 3-4 hours a day, sit on a horse. Now, of course, we're not used to horses, so this is going to be a bit of a challenge. I think if anybody's considering coming to the yatra and they have any doubts, check out what it's like to be on a horse. These are not
Big.
these are not big
Little
horses. They're like
ponies.
ponies or
Like
mules.
donkeys.
Yeah, mules. It is mules.
Yeah, mules. So just be very mindful of that. What kind of exercises should we start to prepare? If it's important to have good stamina and healthy lungs.
Lungs.
So long distance, good steps, uphill, downhill. We'll come to a little bit later what we're planning to do for those yatris who are coming. Climbing stairs several times daily. Pranayam. So again, we're planning to do some pranayam sessions to help. The beauty of this yatra is that if we learn how to do these pranayams for the yatra, we'll continue to do them going forward because they're healthy anyway.
Yes.
Form a habit of drinking up to 3 liters of water daily. That's quite a lot of water. But it is said that drinking water is very important because part of our oxygen intake comes from this water. Is that right, Ram?
H2O. Yeah.
Absolutely correct, sir.
Right. What if I have asthma or other breathing problems? Again, consult the doctor. Breathing, if you've got breathing problems, then you definitely gonna have to get some specialist advice. We can't help you. Specialist advice. Try not to smoke or drink alcohol anyway, but especially for the yatra. What different kind of sickness one can suffer due to this altitude? Headaches, nausea, dehydration, colds are experienced in Tibet. Now, the beauty of Ram Kumar's team is that this is exactly the diet they give us, the medicine they give us is exactly to counteract this.
Yes.
Will oxygen be provided? As Ram Kumar already said, yes, the guides will be carrying oxygen. Some hotels have the oxygen, make use of it.
Yeah.
What if a yatra falls very sick and needs hospitalization? Okay, evacuation will take place immediately to the nearest hospital and of course lower altitude where the sick person will be safe and out of life-threatening situation. This in itself is a very difficult task. Right? This is not a small task. A single jeep has to be returned with the sick person with our staff, and we have to arrange airlifting by helicopter from nearest Nepal-Tibet border. And the yatri will have to bear the cost of this. So this is why it's so important to have insurance.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So please, I would say it's mandatory to have insurance, especially for this yatra.
And also when you're taking the medical insurance out, you have to tick that you are going hiking.
Ah, yes. Yes, that's a good point.
Because if you don't, you fall ill, then they won't cover it.
That's a good point.
You would have to mention there you would be going to trek over 5,500 meter, and that will be different covers.
Correct.
It will cover around $1 lakh. That will be the coverage for 5,500 altitude.
Got it.
Yes.
And the insurance should also include repatriation to the UK. Huh? Okay, more questions. As there will be yatris traveling at different pace, is there a chance somebody can be left behind on their own? Not possible, because this two staff will be looking after us throughout this yatra.
Yeah.
And of course, some people will be slow. I can tell you, I'm probably going to be the slowest out of everybody. So please don't worry about that. Is there major walking involved, even though I am not going to do the Kailash Parikram? No, there's not much walking, unless there's some sort of landslide, and then there may be a little bit of walking, but nothing substantial. What kind of transportation is used? Deluxe buses. Up to 25 yatris will sit in 29-seater buses, which are the most comfortable in that region. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Yeah.
That's true, sir.
Okay. Mansarovar Parikram, this Ram Kumar alluded to that when we reach there, if there's enough time, if there's enough daylight, we will try to do the
On
60.
the day 18th September morning, we are doing that. But even if we have a time, we might do it on the 7th evening,
I see.
depending on time, what time we reach there.
Perfect, perfect. And that's fantastic. Mansarovar is a very holy place. To do a parikram of that,
Yeah.
60 miles is very auspicious. Is it necessary to hire a porter? Well, we've already included the costs of that in our 4,400. But we highly recommend this. As we are not used to the terrain or altitude, hiring a porter is a must. Yeah, and a horse. So we highly recommend hiring a horse or yak for Parikram. It will make the yatra a little bit easier whilst crossing 5,650 meters high Doloma Pass. Yes.
Dolman Pass. Yeah.
Now, there is some medication, Deomox, which is mandatory. Some people may be allergic to it. If you're allergic to sulfur, for example, don't take it, but consult your doctor. This medicine is really to help with the altitude
Yes.
sickness. There are some side effects, passing urine more often, tingling sensation in some parts of the body, acidity, gastric trouble. But again, the cooks will cook in such a way this is minimized.
Yeah.
And water we've already talked about, very important to drink. And this team is so good. They will provide boiled mineral water. There's no team in Nepal that does this. I know
So
because I've
this is the
consulted.
most important thing, sir, because if water is not pure water or it is not filtered mineral water, it could be a huge disaster for the whole journey. So if we have a stomach upset, then there will be no any way to go further. So we
Yeah,
have to be very careful for the water, food. That's the most important thing, sir.
yeah, got it. Okay, just a few more slides, and then I'm going to open it up for questions. Okay, horses and porters. The guides will deal directly with the horse and porter union people. They have their own rules and regulations. We cannot choose our horse or porter because the system is draw of the cards. You pick your card, and the name on the card is your horseman and porter for the entire parikram. You can't share your horse. You have to hire all 4 days. Yeah, it's not, I've got 3 days, it's actually 4 days. So even if you don't do the whole parikram, you just do the 1 or 2 days, you still got to hire the horse for the whole 4 days. The porter will only carry one bag. So we have to be very mindful how much we're taking with us. Even if one has paid for horseman and porter, there will only be one person, horseman who will become your porter. And packing list very quickly, as Ram Kumar already said, they're going to give us 2 duffel bags. So we're going to leave our main suitcase in the Radisson Hotel in Kathmandu and have our loads of stuff on the big duffel bag and the essential stuff in a small duffel bag.
Sure.
They'll give us a very warm jacket, up to 20 degrees, minus 20 degrees Celsius. That's huge. That's really amazing. And these we will return at the end because they will reuse these for their staff. So this is very, very good. They'll give us new and they'll use the stuff that we give them back for their staff.
Yeah.
But we should have warm clothes, even a warm jacket. We should still carry something. Essential medicines, of course, any regular medicines, toiletries. A water bottle is going to be important. Thermos
Yeah.
flask, water.
Yeah.
Hiking shoes is important. Getting decent shoes, which we can trek in, which have ankle support as well. Woolen gloves, socks, woolen hats. Remember, may not be able to shower for a few days because it's so cold. So
Yeah.
be mindful of that. Thermals, wind and waterproof jackets, t-shirt, long shirt, pants, which are easier to wear while trekking. Sunglasses, sun lotion, cold cream, torchlight, walking stick and sandal for use evening and morning, and maybe some sweets just to keep the mouth fresh. Okay, what is this all about? Preparation. Try to walk. Well, this is quite essential. Walking as much as you can before getting used to it. We still got May, June, July, August, 4 months, plenty of time. Climbing up and down stairs, trekking shoes, do pranayam to increase lung capacity. Now, this is a very interesting advice from Ram. Would you like to share this, Ram Kumar?
For the exercise, sir.
And this hemoglobin.
So this is a good idea to increase our hemoglobin while we are in the high place. It will be really comfortable.
Hmm.
So eating that's a anjeer and munakha. That's a Indian product,
Hmm.
Indian dry fruits. If you would put these things in water, a glass of water, and if you drink next day morning, then hemoglobin level will be increased. So it is suggested to have this one, especially for the ladies. Yes, see,
Got it. Got it.
yeah.
Very
Favorite glass would you like?
sorry about that. Let's just see if we can mute. Okay, I think I'm muted. All right. Thank you. Thank you for that. Uh, don't burden ourselves with heavy baggage, right? Only take essential stuff. Don't carry any cans for sacred water, because we can fill up the water bottles that we get there with the Mansarovar gel. And try to read as much. Do this yatra a few times even before you go. And I think over the last 2 weeks, I've done this yatra many, many times now. And second. And it's really one of the most fascinating yatras I can think of to do. Why we haven't done it before, I just don't know. Although this yatra is one of the toughest, it can be made easier and meaningful by these following steps. Constant remembrance of Lord Shiva and his compassion. There's nobody more compassionate than Lord Shiva. And by his blessings, by his mercy, we will have a successful yatra. This yatra is a test of body and mind. Due to less oxygen and other inconveniences, it is possible one may get stressed. It is best to be calm and charitable to other yatris. Attitude of give and take will help avoid unpleasant situations. Avoid envy and gossip. Your love and affection can have similar effect on other yatris, whereas envy will hurt our own self. To accept any inconvenient situation, make it acceptable, is the key to successful living. It is a lesson of yatra and real bhakti. If for some reason the yatra routine is altered, kindly give your wholehearted support to new situations. There has to be fluidity and flexibility. So practical preparations, we're planning to hold Zoom sessions on those who want to join the yatra for pranayam and breathing exercises. Narendra was mentioning somebody who will take those classes. We also have another person who can do that. And Ratnakar and Devashish, they are happy to organize challenging weekend walks. So we'd like to say Om Namo Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya.
his blessings. And any questions? Anybody like
Yeah.
to ask any
If you can put
questions?
your hand up and then we'll
Uh,
get you.
I think
I think like what I've done is like while Ramji and Prabhuji, you were taking us through this journey virtually, I've noted down 2 pages full of them, and hopefully they will cover most of the queries. So can I
Go
go
ahead.
through that, please?
yes.
Go on.
Yeah. Yeah. Very first thing is like Ramji, thank you very much for taking your time and taking us through this one virtually. This is your regular one you would have done is 20, 30, 50 times, but this is our very first yatra and once in a lifetime opportunity for us. So while for you it is business as usual, this has got very special significance for us. So we all expect you to give us a little bit of consideration and make our journey as pleasant as you can. Yeah. My next question was about this eventualities around the Quora. So if anything goes wrong, and fittest of the fittest person can have altitude sickness, and we have experienced that with our couple of friends who have been 6,000 plus altitude treks. So what happens? What do you do, and what we need to prepare for that?
Sir, if anything happened due to high altitude sickness,
Yeah.
then basically our staff crew members are there. They will give you first aid kit. They will provide you general medical help. If that does not work, then our guides, they will just prepare they will manage a doctor to visit a doctor, or we can just go to hospital, nearby hospitals available, then we can drive to hospital. It depends on your health condition, sir. If hospital will work, if you are fine with hospital treatment, then we can come back to join the journey because hospitals are nearby. And then if that hospital also treatment also does not work, then we have to take you down to the lower place. We will arrange a vehicle to come down to lower altitude place, which is Kerong already. So we have to come back down to Kerong border. And then if necessary, we can even cross the border and then come to Kathmandu for the good treatment. So in that case, we will manage transportations. We will take you hospitals. We will call a doctor. All the expenses will be all the management will be done, and all the expenses will be on your own side. But we will manage everything, sir. We will manage. Yeah, even if you have uh, not enough money with you and you have to visit a hospital, or you would have to come down to lower place, you have lack of money. If you would say, or if you do not say us anything, if you hide your reality, that's not good, sir. So let us know whatever you are feeling, whatever it is going on with you. We will pay all the expenses, whatever it comes. Like paying to hospital, if you have not enough money, we will pay. You'd be able to pay us later. Even for the transport, like transport, it can be depends on place where we have from where we are taking transportation to the lower place. Say if it is from Dirapuk, if it is from Dirapuk and we are coming down to Kerong all the way to Kerong, which is about 700-kilometer drive, and that might cost about $1,000 to $1,500. It depends on the time as well. If it is night drive, they might charge you a little more. And if you have not enough money, no worries, let us know. We will pay our drivers. You would be able to pay when you are in Kathmandu, or when you go back to home, you would be able to transfer the money. So
Yeah.
money is not a problem, sir.
This is kind of situation which can be managed wherein a person has a time to be travel by a road. So in the eventuality of bringing the helicopter for airlift or anything, what happens? Do you have those kind of arrangement in place?
Sir, in Tibet territory, it is not allowed to take a helicopter. There is no helicopter service in the Tibetan territory, because once we cross the border, throughout the journey, in Mansarovar, in Kailash, there is no helicopter service available, sir. Helicopter service is available from Bodo to Kathmandu. We can evacuate you from Bodo to Kathmandu. That part we can manage. But in Tibet, only the transportation will be available. Transportation means we'll have to find a jeep or van and then we will drive you down to the lower place.
Okay.
So that will be quick. That is the quickest way to come down to lower place, sir.
Yeah, yeah. My second question is about oxygen. When we are onto the parikrama, open into fields and everything, and if someone struggle with the oxygen, do you carry the oxygen bottles for
We
people?
do, definitely, sir. We do carry oxygen cylinders. That's why our staff members are there. They will carry oxygen cylinders, masks. In the hotels like Kerong, Saga, Darchen, they do have oxygen supplies in the room.
Mm.
But during the parikrama guest houses, they do not have oxygen supply in the room. But our staff, they will put oxygen cylinder in the rooms.
Yeah.
They will provide you cylinders and masks
Yeah.
both.
My next question is extension to this one. What is kind of approximate ratio of your staff versus our yatris?
4 to 5. 5 pilgrims is equal to one Nepali staff.
One Nepali staff.
So yeah, 4 to 5, sir. It depends how many total we are. We can work out like that way.
Yeah, yeah. You mentioned about exploration at different places. And as you can see, our group are from different age groups and different aspirations and everything. What kind of explorations do you have? Do you have tailor-made like for different age groups or different abilities?
We can tailor-made that as well, sir. Depending on group A's and groups, we can tailor-made. There is nothing fixed for the programs because this is kind of private tour, so we can tailor-made, sir.
Because we will have from 30 to 80 age groups.
Yeah.
So, and there can be
Okay.
different aspirations for the people. Someone wants to do 10 kilometers of hike on some day, someone wants to do just 1 kilometer, and you will take care of that for us.
We will take care of that, sir.
Yeah, but
We'll
I
take.
think I think the situation cannot be too fluid because we are going as a group.
Yeah.
So I think there has to be some reasonableness.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If somebody wants to
Like
do extra,
explorations in cities like in Kathmandu, like in
Oh, yeah.
Kerong,
Yeah, yeah,
Saga,
yeah.
like in Kathmandu, if you would like to do 2 places, rest are doing 4 places, you'd be able to do that. Like 2 places, sightseeing and come back to hotel, have a rest.
Yeah.
That can be manageable.
Yeah, of course, like a day, those 4 or 5 days of parikrama, everyone is together. We have two people, Debashish and Ratnagar, on this call. They arrange a lot of treks and everything throughout the UK. Concept is simple. If we go together, we come back together. We know they don't leave anyone alone behind.
That's
Uh,
a great, sir.
yeah, yeah,
That is great because teamwork is the best
yeah.
policy for this journey.
yeah, yeah. Approximate money, apart from all these fees which Prabhuji has mentioned, what is the approximate amount will be required once we cross into the Tibet?
Well, sir, if you have another 500 pounds with you, then that would be fantastic. That would be good enough just to tip crew members and buy some souvenirs in Mansarovar Lake or souvenirs in Kathmandu. If you would have another 500 pounds with you in cash, that would be good enough, sir.
Yeah. Any option of having showers during those 4 days?
Pardon, sir?
Any option of having shower or bath on those during those 4 days?
Parikram.
During those 4 days, taking shower will not be available, sir. But our staff, you can tell our staffs to provide hot water bucket. You would be able to take not proper shower, just
Yeah.
to pour it, or just wash your hands and face, and you can just use your towels and then just
But There,
you
there,
can
there
clean
are
your
there are
body.
few people in our group. They do not start their day before without taking
I
bath.
understood, sir. I understood. We do have yeah, people like that because even last year's group we do have people those who start their day with shower. We just provide them a bucket of water, warm water, then they can shower. Not a proper shower,
Yeah, yeah,
but
I
still,
understand. Indian kind of
sir. Yes, absolutely, sir. Jog. We will provide you jog, and then you can just pour it, and then yeah,
yeah. I have 2 or 3 more questions if you don't mind. Yeah.
no problem, sir.
About this horse, Prabhuji highly recommend to have the horse, but there are kind of younger, youngish people coming with us. Their question is, we don't want horse, or we just want to have one horse among two or three people to cover the eventuality. If something goes wrong among those two, three chances, like they will use that horse. Is that something feasible
No,
or?
no, sir, because as Guruji said, Prabhuji said, one horse will be used only for one athlete
One year.
because there will be name tag, and then
Okay.
whoever renting horse on that name card, that person will only allow to use horse. So
Yeah.
that means one individual horse per one individual person.
Yeah. So two last questions. As Prabhuji, and I have also spoken to a couple of tour operators,
Yeah.
and they mentioned that for Chinese visa, some of them said like 2-3 days, some of them said 4-5 days. In your plan, I see as 3 days. That is one thing. And second thing, contingency about if anything happens anywhere, what are your contingencies? How comfortable you are that you are going to get the visa in 3 days?
Sir, first of all, we are arriving in Kathmandu on 31st August. That is Sunday. And in the evening on the 31st August, we are collecting your passports. Or next day morning, early morning, during the breakfast, we collect your passport. And then we go to embassy. We submit because we apply your permit and visa with your passport copy. So that means visa and passport copy permits are already ready, already issued in Chinese embassy. So we collect your passport and we go to embassy, submit your passport on Monday morning, and then Tuesday will be the day for making visa. So we wait whole Tuesday, and Wednesday we are getting back our visa. Basically, Wednesday we are already leaving Kathmandu. So 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, between 10 to 11 in the morning, we are getting back our passports and visa. Then we are flying to border with our passports and visa. Sometime, if Chinese embassy give us visa by 2 o'clock, in that case, what we do, sir, we will put our visas and passports in a different helicopter, the last helicopter, and we'll drop it up to border. Our guide, there will be several guides in the journey. So one of our guide will stay behind, and then he will bring passports and visa to the border. The night you would be staying in border Timore, that night you will have visa and passports in your hand if it does not come between 10 to 11 o'clock in the morning. But if it is already there, we are flying with visa and passport. And to fly from Kathmandu to border, we do not need passports. So it is all looked after by our team. So we just we just take a helicopter to border. That's awesome.
Has
How
there
long
been
is the
any heavy delays at all in the last 2 years by the Chinese guys to
Sorry,
issue?
sir?
Has there been any heavy delays by the authorities to issue the Chinese visa?
Not really, sir. Not really. Last year we had like 16, 17 groups last year. And most of them, they did the same way, like Wednesday, they left Kathmandu. And then in the afternoon, our staff or the last pilgrim who was flying to border, they took all the passports and visa to the border. Basically, we get it by 10:30 to 11:30 in the morning. By 11:30, because 12 they are closed for that morning. After 12, they have a 1 hour lunch time. And then again from 2 o'clock, they will start to give visa and passports. But basically, we do have passports and visa by 10, say about before 11:30. We'll have that documents in our hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last question on this one about water.
Yeah.
Some people just need 2 or 3 liters of water. Few people need 4, 5, 6 liters of water. During the parikrama, do you have any kind of rationing of the water, or you provide as much as we need?
We bring water bottles from Kathmandu, sir. We bring pure mineral water bottles, seal pack mineral water boxes from Kathmandu. And our staff during the driving journey, of course, in the bus there will be plenty of boxes, water boxes. But during the parikrama, also our staffs they are carrying water bottles with them. In the morning, during the breakfast time, they will provide you warm water. They just open the bottles in front of you. make it warm, and then give you back. You would be able to put water in your water bottle, like 2 liters water bottle would be recommended. That means for 2 hours to 3 hours, you would be able to go through that 2 liters of water. If water is finished, run out, then our staff, they are with you. You can ask with them. Then they are with water bottles, so they will provide you any number of bottles you would like to.
No restriction on water. That's good thing. Yeah, I think that's it from my side, Prabhuji. Ramji,
Thank you. Very good. Very good. Any more
Yeah.
questions? Mayura Ben.
Namaste Nabi ji, Namaste Bhabhi
Namaste
ji,
ji. Namaste
or
ji.
Namaste Ram Kumar ji. Thank you very much. I don't know whether you're able to see me. Let me just turn on the video. Okay, never mind. Please just hear me. So that was a fantastic presentation. Thank you very much. And Nabi ji, congratulations for picking up this courage of arranging this. So please pardon me if I'm not asking a right question. Lekin, Ram Kumar ji, I know that you sound very, very experienced and organized tour operator, and I may have missed this in the beginning, so please pardon me. Lekin, are you like APTA or IATA registered? Because sometimes the insurance company would like to know that.
Yes, ji. Of course, ji. We have to be a registered company. We are a registered company in Nepal, and then we are registered with government of Nepal, also the Tibet Tourism Corporation. We have to register with that corporation as well. We have to make a deposit at Tibet Tourism Corporation beforehand. We have already done that. So we are fully a registered company.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Or Nabiji, you said that we are going to be not a very large group. So how many
We
are
don't
you
know.
think?
We don't know. We have the potential to go up to maybe 40, 45 if we want to.
Oh, wow, that's a big
Yeah.
group.
Yeah, that's a big group. But it can be as small as 5. But
Uh-huh.
I think we already have about 10.
Uh-huh.
I think there's about 20 about to sign up. So,
Right.
yeah.
Right. Okay. I mean, okay. Yeah. Thank you. And Rajkumar ji, sorry, Ram Kumar, आपने कहा 8 to 9 hours of walk on one particular day. So I just wanted to find out that all the walks, are they low level, intermediate level, advanced level? Because we are talking about, I would like to know the terrains, and especially when you're coming down the mountains, there can be a lot of pressure on your knees, है ना? So what kind of terrains are we looking at? Because I know that we are going to be climbing up.
Ji, this is definitely challenging type of terrain. So yeah, it will be definitely challenging trek. So we need to be well prepared. We need to be
Right.
well
So
prepared.
would you say it is almost like an advanced level?
It is advanced level, Ji, because those trek from Derapuk to Charan Spurs, and also from Derapuk to Jutulpuk via Dolmala Pass. These are the advanced level treks. So we need
Wow.
to get well prepared.
तो
And
आप थोड़ा सा अंदाजा लगा सकते हैं, कह सकते हैं कि जो स्टीप है वो कितना at one point in time कितना स्टीप हो सकता है? How steep can it be?
जी, it will be not quite very steep, but it will be steep. जैसे 2 hours का steep होते हैं शिवस्थल से डोलमला पास के लिए, 2 hours का steep up, और फिर उसके बाद another 1.5 hours steep down to Gaurikunda. These parts are steep up and steep down, but it is not like very climbing type of steep up. It is doable steep up. See.
And are there any steps on this steep terrains, or is it just a natural ground?
It's just a natural ground, Ji. Natural ground.
I see.
There is no
Okay.
any paved steep. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And our brother just asked quite a few important questions, so I'm not going to repeat them. It would be very helpful to know what are the things that you are going to provide on this trip. So I think, Nabiji, it will be very good to have a proper list of things that we know that these are going to be provided.
yeah, we've already gone through that. Basically, they're going to give us a big duffel bag and a small duffel bag. The big
Yeah, I
bag,
saw that.
and
But
that's
it will.
That's
Huh.
about it.
Jacket.
And the jacket. The rest is ours. We have to,
Right.
and we will make a list. See, we got 4 months. We will have another at least 2 or 3 Zoom sessions. We will cover a little bit more detail on the day-to-day, but also
Hanji.
we will cover what you should be taking with you. Now, we've already put a list together,
Yes.
but that's not comprehensive.
Yes. Okay, thank you. And perhaps it would be also better to share the presentation in some
Yeah,
form.
that's exactly what we're gonna do.
Acha. And like somebody like me who needs a single occupancy, but if you have anybody on your list and is also a single occupant, then is there a chance of putting two together
Yeah,
of the
definitely.
same?
Definitely.
Huh.
We can pair it up.
No
Yeah.
problem.
We can pair up.
Hanji. Okay, thank you.
There will be
Or
others as
my
well.
last and important question is that with the situation that's between India and Pakistan at the moment, and if we are to let you know by 10th of May, Nabiji, then what would you say in those circumstances? Sorry, I can't hear you.
Okay, one second. Don't know who's speaking.
But this sort of situation, no one can comment and no one can confirm. So that much of risk we have to today it is India, Pakistan, tomorrow it could be India, China. Everything can be go upside
But
down.
India and Pakistan will definitely not impact on the journey. That is,
Okay.
we can say that this is not going to impact the journey.
Right. Okay.
Nepal is a different part of the world, and it's
Yes. Okay.
no major impact.
Lovely. I think that's about from me. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Ramji, for the dormitories, people will need their own towels because they won't when they're staying in the dormitories, they'll need their own towels as well.
Suji, there will be separate beds during the dormitory accommodation during 4 nights, one night in Mansarovar and 3 nights in Kailash area, Jutulpuk and Dirapuk. It will be dormitory rooms and with separate beds. Separate beds will be there.
Yeah, but if they want to have a shower, they need their own towels. They're not provided. Like in hotels, you get provided towels.
Gamchas, we can carry gamcha.
Gamsa need to carry yourself, see.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought like you are going to present as gamchas.
सर होटल्स पे तो मिलते हैं सर होटल्स पे तो बहुत सारे गमछे मिलते हैं लेकिन वो गेस्ट हाउस में फिर गमछे नहीं मिलते हैं सर हेवी यूज्ड वन है if it is used one then it is bit nasty sir so
any other questions, anybody, any doubts, any thing that you want to know more about? What I'm going to do, we will share the recording. We will also share the PowerPoint presentation. So if you have further, let us know.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Yes, one question about the luggage. How much luggage can you carry?
You can carry 100 kilos. No problem, Damodar.
I shall
Just need 4 porters with you.
minimum.
Minimum, if you carry 20-25 kilograms in a duffel bag and then 10 kilograms in a day bag, that will be an ideal weight limit, sir.
But what about helicopter? Helicopter has a limit, no?
Sorry, helicopter can carry up to 30 kilograms with humans, sir.
Okay. Good.
Because we have that kind of helicopter, altitude air.
Oh, good. Oh, that's excellent. Okay.
Just a question on the insuring side. Any recommended insurance providers you're recommending for this high altitude, like a helicopter emergency pickup from the 5,000 feet height?
Sir, last year we had a group from US and then one couple from the group. They had to come back from Darchin to Kathmandu because when they reached Darchin, the gentleman was showing video to his mother, and he was outside of hotel for 2-3 hours showing all the views, and he catch cold, And due to that, catch cold. He catch cold, and then due to that, he could not continue to Kora because he was having cough and he was having running nose and fever as well. He had to come back to border, and he was drove down to border. We managed him transportation back to border, and then from border he was lifted by helicopter to Kathmandu, and then he flew back home. And he asked me to send some documents from our company and helicopter company. So we provided them invoice and receipt and all the expenses bills, and then they submit those bills to the insurance company, and their expenses was about $2,000, and they claim about $2,500, something like that. But they said us to make 2,500 bills. We gave them bills, and they claim with that company, and they got all money refund within 3 months. And that was the travel insurance company was Travel Guard. Travel Guard was the company.
I think from UK people, for us, we will have to do a little bit of homework, and we need to come up with a good insurance. And as many of us can do it, that's good, and then share.
Yes, sir. If you do insurance in a group, you would definitely have a discount as well. And for 15 days short-term insurance, for 15 days, it would cost you about $75, and that covers $100,000. So if you would do in a group, then there will be some discounts as well. And Travel Guard is sister concern of Old Nomad. Old Nomad is the father company, and Travel Guard is sister concern.
Okay. I think what we can do, those people who join the Yatra, we will do a special WhatsApp group for them so that this information can be shared between them.
Yes. So this is just beginning, sir. There will be lots of conversations.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Last question again. Sorry for this one. One of my family member wants to join from India. Is it possible?
Not possible, sir.
Not possible.
Because for Indian passport holders, there is a different rule. There is a different travel protocol. They must have 25 people minimum in that group. Then they can do the journey. One thing we can, like UK passport, American passport, can easily join an Indian group. But in our group, like UK passport holder group, Indian 1 or 2 person would not be able to join because it's completely different process and different rules and regulations.
I've heard about the phone and Tibetan authorities scanning the phones and everything. What is your recommendation to get a altogether new phones without these photographs and everything in our phones?
Well, sir, photographs, absolutely no problem. Unless we have any pictures of Dalai Lama or any picture from Tibetan monastery, there is any problem to have a photographs in there.
Only Dalai Lama, and because example is like being Indian origin, I will have lots and lots of India photos and everything.
That's no problem.
The map of India is disputed area in Arunachal and in Kashmir.
Yes.
Those sort of issues won't be there.
No issues, sir. No issues. Only they do not like Dalai Lama's picture. That's all, sir.
Dalai Lama. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do not like people promote Buddhism. Anything regards to Buddhism, they will definitely delete it. They don't do anything, sir. At the border, they will definitely check your mobile phones. Even it does not have anything, but they do ask you to show your mobile phones to officer. They will just say you to scroll up. If they saw any picture of Dalai Lama or monk, Tibetan monk, and they will tell you to delete that. That's all, sir.
That's the issue, no? Like there are so many photographs and everything. A monk photo is very common photograph, and it
Tibetan monk,
forward or something.
Tibetan monk.
Okay.
Like if we visit Dharamsala in India, there are so many Tibetan monks are living in Dharamsala. So if we visit Dharamsala, if we take pictures of Dalai Lama or any monks from Dharamsala, then this is not accepted by officers at immigration office in border. So we'll have to delete all these monks' pictures, sir.
It's only a question of deleting.
Deleting is
Only
fine.
question of deleting, sir. Nothing more than that.
That's fine. Then. This shouldn't kind of cause a problem and delay.
No, sir. No. They do not do anything. Only it takes time because if there is anything, then they will tell you to delete it. And then again, they will repeat it. Okay, maybe there is something, then they might take time. Otherwise, they do not do anything, sir.
Okay. Any more questions from anyone?
Question on the Kailash Parikrama.
Sorry?
Yes, go on.
From a spot and then you take the parikrama, do you come back? I mean, do you need to carry the entire luggage or you just need
No.
to
Come back to Darchin. We can drop everything at Darchin and come back to Darchin.
You only take your small rucksack at that time.
Yes, only the necessary things we are taking. Most of the warm clothing we are wearing it. So there will be a pair of inner clothing in that day pack, water bottles, valuable things. That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I presume everybody has our contact details. So if you're interested in joining, please message and we can get the ball rolling. Otherwise, we will bring this session to a close. I'd like to thank Ram Kumar for your time and your advice and guidance. As Narendra said, this is our first one, and we actually, this is really amazing. And I'd like to thank you already. You've made it already a successful start. So,
my pleasure. My pleasure.
Anything else?
Thank you, everyone, for joining as well.
Yeah.
Okay, one question. What about your valuable money? I suppose what you're asking is, what do you do with your valuables?
Valuables. Sir, valuables means like money and
Sport.
what others, sir?
Yeah, passport.
Passport.
Phones.
Passports we are keeping with us while traveling. We must carry passports because there will be multiple checkpost in Tibet. So we have to show our passport in each checkpost. That means we are putting our passports in our wallet.
Okay.
That is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And safety-wise, Tibet and Nepal, it is your second home. There is no any issue with everything and all. So it is pretty safe.
Brilliant.
Safe traveling will be there, and you would be
brilliant.
So Nabiji, I think it would be nice to know when the next Zoom session can be expected, because the small questions will keep cropping up.
Yeah. In 1 month, once we have finalized the list, then we will do the Zoom sessions.
Okay.
Yes.
Fine. Thank you. Thank you very much for this too.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for joining and appreciate everybody's participation.
And if anyone does have any questions, meantime, they can always put it on our WhatsApp group. Just to make sure that we're giving you the right advice and help you to make the decision.
Right decision. Yeah, that's right. Okay, we shall call it a day. Thank you. We're not going to end the session, just going to end the recording. So I'm going to stop the